Let's have a word with Graham Stewart. Graham's head of public sector at Checkpoint Software. They look to protect business and governments around the world. Hi, Graham. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Chris.
LinkedIn, using LinkedIn for this kind of thing. I mean, it's hardly James Bond, is it? But is that the point, the kind of mundanity of it, in a way?
Yeah, I mean, these are the multi-threaded operations that they do. So they go after individuals from several angles at once. So it's a nice recruiter or a nice paid-for consultancy offer via LinkedIn. Don't forget, LinkedIn presents, you present yourself in the very best light. So there's lots of kind of useful personal tidbits about you on there, and they use that to build up a profile. And then at some point, they're going to write you a nice email talking about all your wonderful achievements. You know, there's no small amount of butter being applied here, and it's really driving that kind of behavior. So LinkedIn is frankly the perfect place to start on this.
Why the perfect place? Is it because the interactions on there are generally more trusted than other social networks as well?
Yeah, because it's it's a social media network like any of the others, but it's supposed to be a business to business. You know, it's people looking for business, people looking for jobs, people talking about what they're doing at work. So there tends to be a higher level of trust on LinkedIn than there is on any of the other social media platforms because of the nature of the beast. But also, you know, you can glean an awful lot from someone from LinkedIn because their business interests, you know, which business events they've been to, that kind of stuff. It's really easy to kind of get under the skin of someone through LinkedIn.
Does that mean that high-level government personnel should be using it in the first place?
I think that you need to use it with a level of control regardless of who you are. I think that there is, like any social media network, there is a temptation to put a little bit of personal information on there, but certainly high-ranking government officials, if they are on it, should be quite circumspect about what they put on there.
Well, yes, but then we're kind of putting it down to individual awareness and caution, aren't we? And I wonder whether, because that's what MI5 is warning, that's what the Speaker's warning, is that really enough when you are dealing with, use the word adversary, you know, with such a well-resourced, focused opponent, put it like that?
Yeah, and the adversary is the right word. Let's cut to the chase on this. They would argue that they provide training, but obviously that training needs to be constantly reviewed and constantly updated. And certainly senior people in politics, but also in business, journalists quite often get targeted by these people. You know, heads of charities, educators, people like that. People need to be really thinking about what they put on these social media accounts.
Which is, we can say that now, can't we? I just wonder, when we start putting AI and when we start putting deep fakes into the mix, which are obviously getting better and better and better, well, where are we then?
And this is the point. The AI allows you to create the perfect email, the perfect picture, the perfect attack. So AI will often be used to create the tone generally of the emails that they create is quite warm. It's quite interested in you personally. It's authoritative. People really need to be, and a simple LinkedIn contact request is one thing, but these people are using a multi-threaded approach to get under the skin of people and start influencing them, sometimes without even them realizing until it's too late.
Okay, Graham, thanks so much indeed for that. Appreciate it. Graham Stewart, head of public sector at Checkpoint Software. We'll get some more reaction to this a little bit later.